Simba says, hey, coach, what is the fight of lust? Why is the fight of lust so difficult? Sometimes it feels difficult to overcome day by day. Any help? Of course, I got help for you, fam. This is what I would say. Number one, we live in a lustful world. The God of this world, lowercase g, the devil, has made this world on every end very lustful, very tailored to that, because he knows when a person gets caught up in sexual, lustful desires, those things are the strongest glue for people who don't have a clue. Right? So when you don't have a clue of what love is, lust becomes a stronger glue, keeping you attached to different things to try to get you into that darker side of yourself, that lower frequency of yourself, that fleshly side of you, where you are easily controlled that way. Why? If you are a lust-centered individual, right, and you're walking or navigating a lustful climate, then that lustful climate can dictate your outcomes. So the enemy wants to get you not to be focused on God. The enemy wants you to suffocate productivity, and you get into procrastination, not tap into your full potential and producing a purpose that give God the glory. Then I will use the environment of the world that's lustful, because he knows that men are easily triggered by leggings or by shorts or by women or just by all these different things, because we live in such a sexualized culture. And so that's why you got to heal from within. And oftentimes we try to treat the symptoms versus treating the source. The source of the issue could be insecurities, inadequacies, childhood abuse, neglect, abandonment, rejection, those things, or unforgiveness. Or resentment. Those things have to be dealt with first before you can navigate this world the way you can without being so easily distracted. Now, secondly, you have to ask yourself, what environments am I allowing myself in? What is my internal environment? What do I allow to come through the window of my soul, the eyes? What am I allowing to come in? Am I engaging in through the ear gate, the eye gate, lustful content that makes me easily triggered lustfully, right? And which makes the fight even more difficult. But when you know that the fight has already been won and you're working from victory, not for victory, have dealt with the root reason of why you're not having victory, then you will begin to see yourself not easily affected by the climate. So you said sometimes it feels difficult to overcome day by day. I understand. And that's why you got to look at the last 7 days of your life, of the difficulties when it came to lust. What were those days like? How did you engage those days? How did you prepare for those days? How was your communication with God during those days? Were you in your word during those days? Do you have an accountability? So you got to assess those days to see where are you more prone to fall. Then make the adjustments going forward, right? Then you say, okay, if these 7 days or the last 30 days were difficult because of these X, Y, or Z reasons, let me now get to the beginning of the alphabet, the ABCs. What are the ABCs of overcoming lust? What are the ABCs? Number one, A, I got to acknowledge that I'm incapable of doing this on my own. I have to acknowledge God in all of my ways. I got to become very familiar with God's attributes. B, I got to believe that it's possible. I got to believe it's possible to overcome lust, no matter how lustfully centered this world is. I got to believe anything is possible through him who makes anything possible. And C, I got to make the necessary changes to make sure that as I navigate my day, I have a circle of systems that's going to help me navigate. In order to have the X, Y, Z to be correct, you got to have the ABCs correctly. But lust is a strong, overbearing desire for something. And usually we have an overbearing desire for something when we have our hope in anything else other than God. When your hope is in God, you don't really desire much overly. But when your hope is in something else other than God, then your desire is going to naturally bubble over and exceed. And then it will supersede its safe limits, making it extra difficult for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to engage more content, make sure you check out the videos over here. If you want to learn more about the books that I've written or the cards that I've created, or ways that you can support and engage with what I do online, make sure you check out the links in the description box below. And if you've been watching this far, you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell, and make sure you leave a comment. I would love to read it and would love to engage and be your coach online. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.